And with the stories already. I decided to record this live because that's how I record videos, by doing lives. Um, the topic is from my today's session with a Russian woman who lives in Denmark. As a Russian woman who lives in California, I could feel her to 200%. She came into the session with the question how I can improve my English so my communication would be more uh, friendly with others. During the session, we came to conclusion that she is in the situation of bullying at her work, gaslighting. So her manager doesn't like her for some reason, and even though before this manager came to work and she used to train him before he was promoted to her manager, she got awards for being the best employee, da da da. So clearly she didn't have this problem with her language, but right now this one person and his manager, her like two managers, say that she needs to improve her communication. Her communication is too direct, and the thing is that her assertiveness or clarity, directness, efficiency, order in communication brought her in communication and in her work brought her to the position of being the best employee, the one whose work is appreciated by others for its efficiency, cleanness, clarity, order. And she sees the details and integrates them in understanding that not everyone would prefer to have, because she sees things that they try to make pinky, make blurry, make see looking nicer than they are. And but what I wanted to bring into this video is one moment that makes her a fight or makes a situation more difficult, is that we have a shared trauma of being Russians in this situation when Russia began the war with Ukraine. And I, um, I included this theme many times in my other videos, in my posts, because that's what gave me the purpose actually in my work, in my life, to get to the peaceful coexistence through transformation of generational trauma. And now we are, hi from to Pakistan, now we are living in this traumatic experience when being gaslighted, bullied at workplace, we are blocked from real actions to protect ourselves because we unconsciously think that maybe I am too aggressive because I am Russian, even though we don't have anything to do with this war, living abroad, living in different country. And I don't think that a Russian language more harsh than German or um, from Israel or some other languages. It's not more harsh, right? We are very sweet, we are very soft. But the thing is that I felt today very clearly that we have this trauma, unconscious belief that we should be smaller than we are because of some guy invaded a different country, and we kind of sharing his mistake in our daily life by being bullied for our nationality, and being um, I guess going back into our childhood in some ways to search for protectedness, for safety, and the learned patterns that we have might have from childhood is to be quiet, to be smaller, to be hiding. But it doesn't work anymore when we are adults, because being parents, we have to act from integrity, we have to act from authenticity, being bold, being standing up for our values. Actually, I just gave the speech in the Toastmasters Club yesterday about holding on to our values in order to bring the possibility of peaceful coexistence. What about Arabic? I don't know about Arabic. My older daughter speaks a little bit of not Arabic, Persian, Persian or Arabic. Sorry, I don't speak those languages, but she's very interested, and it sounds very soft to me. Um, but it's not about how it sounds. It's about how we are taking away this human property of right to protect ourselves, because we are associated with somebody or some historical event, and then we doesn't matter if others are draw this association to the event, doesn't matter really. If we don't, then we are able to protect ourselves. If we unconsciously believe that we sound more aggressive because we are Russians, that's it. We are getting in the height, we are try to be smaller just to protect ourselves and our everyday life and our kids. But the interesting thing that we have to go through authenticity, we have to heal it to live the life we are supposed to live. But yeah, the topic of trauma, not the past trauma even, but reoccurring trauma in our life right now, with so many conflicts in the world. Can you imagine how many people are traumatized, even living in a safe place, like me living in safe place in California, in safe environment, and still, can you multiply my feelings on the more favorable or less worse circumstances? So this trauma can be multiplied on the circumstances that bring more stress to a person's life. Yeah. Well, I don't know what else to say. We will see how we go with that situation with my client, but really, really, it is a bullying. It's systematic bullying here already. And you know what? I've been participating in DEI, diversity and equity inclusion webinar. It was mostly about Black people. All right, Gabor Mate said that that on the physical level, Black people in US, for example, have more stress and more um, inadequate stress response and more illnesses because of the systematic pressures, right? All right. But on that DIY webinar, we didn't talk about diversity, the D stuff, right? Diversity, how diverse those stressful experiences and traumatic experiences are really in the world besides Black Lives Matter issue, right? So for me, it's kind of, there was not enough diversity in that webinar, not enough inclusion also. That's it. Just something to think about, to observe, to feel, to bring more compassion if you even don't understand. Actually, I will upload my speech, Holding Space for Values. And there are five principles we can be guided in our social interactions when we disagree with somebody. How to hold values, our values, while making space for values of other people. So yeah, all many topics together in this video, but you got the idea. Thank you for coming. Thank you for likes. And I guess if there will be more engagement, I will be discussing these topics more. And if it will be no engagement, I will do it anyway. Thank you. Bye.